Cyber Manufacturing Institute, it really brings a new approach, to, your perspective as a manufacturer. How do you get, increased energy productivity, cost savings, in other words, by increasing your equipment productivity. But how do you do that in a secure manner? How do you cyber secure your operations? The reason nation states are so focused on U.S. manufacturers is it's an ideal way for them to decrease their own spending on research and development. They can simply acquire our designs and the outcomes of our research and development and deploy them very much more quickly than if they had to go through the R&D process. But it's imperative that we protect those designs and that intellectual property. And one of the key foci of CyManII is just that. Another reason that U.S. manufacturers are such a target is that, there's critical ways that nation states can disrupt our supply chains, and that is of key interest to them. And whether you've been attacked or hacked already or not, you can take it from me that there are vulnerabilities in your systems that you are definitely exploitable at a given point in time. And CyManII is here to help you identify those vulnerabilities and cyber secure your operations against those vulnerabilities. Again, we're delighted to work with CESMII. They really represent an ideal partner for us because they represent all the innovations around smart manufacturing, but that marriage to how you make smart also secure, and doing that in a secure by design manner is really a vehicle for the future. So thank you again. Thank you, CESMII, and I'm delighted to be here and represent CyManII in this meeting.
Hi, my name is Sudarsan Rachuri. I am from Department of Energy, and I had the pleasure of working with CESMII leadership for the past few years in managing this institute from the DOE side. Welcome to this important annual meeting. I know that we are meeting virtually this time, and hopefully next time we'll all be meeting face to face. As part of these opening remarks, I thought I'll show and share some thoughts on why smart manufacturing is the future of manufacturing. This slide is busy, and I'll try to explain it step by step. The centerpiece of this is cyber physical system, and which is the actual smart manufacturing platform, which is bringing information technology and operational technology together. So this platform, which is the cyber physical system, will be interacted by many users and stakeholders, starting from designer, manufacturer, shop floor workers, supply network, manufacturing service providers, and eventually all the way to the end users and consumers. So the way that they interact with this is through the standards, protocols, and best practices. So you can see them in those blue lines. And this cyber physical system will be built on design principles, interoperability, reliability, safety, cybersecurity. All of that will be designed in a way that it is part of the cyber physical system, not as an afterthought. And this cyber physical system is enabled through different technologies for flow of elements like information, workflow, energy, and material. These enabling technologies, as we all know, sensor technologies, advanced and smart sensors, sensor networks, computing at the edge level and all the way to the cloud computing level, and also including the storage of this information. Controls and communications. These enabling technologies is the centerpiece in enabling digitalization, which is the new business model for manufacturing, which takes it from simple automation to all the way to autonomy. So there are various technologies for digitalization. For example, maintenance and manufacturing data acquisition system. How do I fuse this information? Human system interface, digital twin, digital thread, modeling and simulation, and especially AI and machine learning, which enables autonomy. Once you have these enabling technologies, cyber physical platform based on this design principle, we will then provide the capabilities like energy efficiency of manufacturing, material efficiency of manufacturing, production scheduling, optimization and scheduling, and all more importantly, how do I bring in workforce development and training for the next generation of manufacturing engineers. CESMII, as you all know, has a different investment portfolios to cater to all of that. They have platform technology projects, they have innovation projects, they have capability projects, they have enabling R&D technology projects, which are slightly larger projects, application projects, which are basically using the technology developed by CESMII to test them. And then finally, they also have something very important called Smart Manufacturing Innovation Centers, which are essential for delivering services to the members. So we should think about how we are bringing manufacturing domain to data analytics domain. And in fact, we should always think every manufacturing problem is not converted into a machine learning problem, but it's actually the other way around. By applying manufacturing, an application of manufacturing to AI and machine learning, we actually give feedback to AI and machine learning to improve that. So not only we are using them as tools, but also providing how those AI and machine learning have to be tailored for manufacturing. So the essential for making this CESMII as a success story is developing case studies and test bed. So to just give you an idea, to starting with the simple analytics and sensing and modeling and simulation for a particular problem, you may have use existing technology or develop new technology from the new projects. So that will be used to develop enabling technology requirements and new capabilities at the level of lab and pilot study. So to create different test beds. And then based on those test beds like Lego pieces, reusable test beds, you can combine them and create a replicable test beds. And then extend it all the way from shop floor to plant level, the enterprise network level in terms of supply chain. So all of this will have different technology readiness level. And CESMII is touching all aspects of this through their projects and investments. So to extend on what I just said in terms of case studies and exemplar case studies, let's take some few simple examples and one of the important projects that CESMII is doing and investing. Here is a small manufacturing of cement, and the next future will be smart cement manufacturing. If you look at the entire process step of cement, one of the important aspects of cement manufacturing is clinker production, where the use of fuel for process heating and the efficiency of that is not enabled with the new technology. There is a great potential for smart manufacturing technologies in terms of sensor technologies and invest them in this to improve this cement production. We are also going to make sure that the decarbonization can also happen, not only at the efficient use of fuels for process heating, but also changing the chemistry of the cement manufacturing itself. So here is one example how cement manufacturing will become smart manufacturing. The second example, that project they have is steel manufacturing. You can see the entire steel manufacturing process. I just wanted to highlight one where is one of the critical problem is when they're doing a continuous casting for steel, this particular thing gets clogged, and this costs a lot of money and downtime. One of the project is looking at how we can use these new technologies to predict even before the clogging happens, to predict that and then adjust the process flow in a way that you can avoid this kind of downtime, unnecessary downtime. Here is an example of how smart manufacturing technology is helping heavy industries like steel. So CESMII also has a project on how you can look at food processing. This is where the importance of CESMII is, how these reusable pieces of technology that they developed in one industry sector can be used in other industry sector. Here you can see the flow of the products in yogurt production, and they have a project with General Mills to see how these assets can be optimized for energy, for downtime, for predictive maintenance, and also to look at what kind of new technologies can be implemented so that they produce the product right the first time. So we are also looking at batch processing in terms of BioPharma, which is monoclonal antibody manufacturing. This is very critical for pandemic situation, and smart manufacturing also enables new way of looking at this, and CESMII has a project in this area. So now you can see that the flavors of different technologies that I have just shown, CESMII, in fact, through smart manufacturing, connects with other manufacturing initiatives like resilient manufacturing, adaptive manufacturing, sustainable manufacturing. All of that is a cross-cutting set of technologies that smart manufacturing helps. So I definitely believe CESMII is poised to become the center of excellence in smart manufacturing. I wish you all the very best for this annual meeting and the rest of the 3 days. And I know that you have a good agenda and good speakers. I wish you all the very best. And first of all, I thank you for opportunity to speak to you, though virtually, next time face to face. Thank you.